So after Lord knows how long the BRZ has been in the garage on jack stands, I'm finally gonna have it done and put back to stock today. All that's left to be done at this point is to throw on the front bumper and load up the stock tune. I already went to the store this morning to pick up some fresh oil, 5W30 for those of you guys that care, as well as some distilled water to finish filling up the coolant. I did use OEM Subaru coolant until I ran out, and it is totally fine to cut it with some water, as long as it's distilled. Drift Dad is at work today, and my goal is to have the car done by the time he gets home. It is 2:30 right now. I should expect him to be home around 4:30 to 5. So I have about 2 to 2.5 hours to get everything done, as long as I don't run into any issues. And knowing me, I always run into issues. So we'll go ahead and start by throwing this front bumper on. It's a pretty easy thing to do. Oh, would you look at that? A pesky side marker clip. We have lost pretty much every single side marker clip, but I guess there was one just dangling on it. I'll have to make sure to save this. Put it in my pocket. Okay, front bumper cover is on. For those of you with 8.6s, you lay the bumper cover over the front end, clip it in right underneath the headlight sections on both sides, and then there are a couple 10mm bolts that hold this little cowling on to the front end with the bumper underneath it. It's a pretty straightforward process. There are a bunch of bumper clips underneath. And you can see right here just where the front tire has chewed through the fender liner. But luckily, after all the years of having the FRS and just taking all of the clips off, I have a bag full of extra clips and such that I was able to use to secure what's left of both of the fender liners, at least where it attaches to the bumper. And see, that's exactly what I meant with at least trying to persuade my dad to pick up a BRZ or an FRS, because we can share parts. But one thing I know Drift Dad's not going to be happy about is my little shortcut here with putting some clear masking tape over his side marker light. Since we are missing one of the clips that holds it in, this is just the easy way out for now until I get my dad some new side markers. Now that everything aesthetically is taken care of, now we need to load up the stock tune. So I got my ECUTEK cable, license key, and my laptop. Peep that ambush drift decal though. It's a play on the 8.6 logo. But anyways, I had James over at HRI Tuning send me over a stock BRZ tune that we are going to load up onto the car. And James has been super busy because he sold a lot of tunes for Black Friday. And as soon as he has some open availability, I'll take the BRZ to him and the FRS once it's done with the turbo kit install. All right, so I have the ECUTEK or ECUTEK or however you want to call it, OBD2 connector plugged in. I guess I need to put it into accessory mode. So let's see here. No, I didn't want it to start. Why did it do that? No, I totally did not mean for that to happen. Good thing I didn't rev it at all, I guess, because yeah, no turbo, not as much air being supplied. Oops. I guess now that it's in accessory mode, I'll go to file, no, detect vehicle. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares about reading that? Gotta click here. Choose ROM file. I have the ROM that James sent me, the stock one. Open that. Blah, blah, blah. Program. Loading, loading. Okay, switch ignition off, switch ignition on, clear all check engine lights. Okay, did I complete it? Did I just tune Drift Dad's BRZ? Not tuning it, but loading up stock tune? I think I did. I guess this is the moment of truth. We'll start it up. Okay. She looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and get her off the jack stands and take her out for a spin. There you have it. She is put back to stock and I guess running decently. She's not popping up with any check engine lights. She's not sounding any different than a normal stock BRZ would. Let's take her out for a test drive. I went ahead and grabbed a fire extinguisher just in case. Would hate for anything bad to happen, but you always gotta be safe. Back to stock and slower than ever. Since my dad's car has been sitting for quite a while, we'll fill her up with a nice fresh tank of 93. I don't remember how much gas was in the tank already, but I'm going to guess that it's going to cost $23.72. If I'm wrong, that means you have to like this video. And would you look at that? I'm wrong. So you better like this video, or else. I'm back home. Look at that nice open garage spot now. Drift Dad will be happy about that. But one thing I know I'm gonna need to do is order the vent, since we did have a boost and AFR gauge chilling right in here. So if any of you guys happen to be selling the little vent surround thing in here, hit me up. So it is 6:47, a lot later than when I was expecting Drift Dad to be home. I got your BRZ done. Yep, you can drive
Seriously,
it.
Does it run?
Yes, it runs perfect.
Runs perfect.
Yes.
Tune, everything.
The tune, the clutch.
Does it leak?
No, no
Nothing
leaks.
leaks.
Nothing leaks.
When was the last time you checked?
Well, I didn't check yet, so.
Okay. So,
But it's done.
well, good. Good. And it's you even got the bumper on.
Yep, everything's back on it.
I could drive it to work?
Yeah.
All right.
And then you can drive it to the compound to drift. Look at Drift Dad, right after dinner, immediately getting into his BRZ, not even waiting for me to go.
Listen, listen to this. You got an old Southern lady there. Listen.
Have a nice trip. Drive carefully.
Or you can have that one.
Have a nice trip. Drive carefully.
Que tenga buen viaje. Maneje con cuidado.
Oh, because you can speak Spanish, right?
Have a nice trip. Drive careful.
Do I need to make the turbo noise myself?
You might as well, since you don't have one anymore. All right, let's go put this thing to the test. Let's go do some donuts.
No.
Why not?
Because I am a law-abiding citizen. How many times do I got to tell you that?
Let's drift it soon then, okay? Compound trip, maybe?
How could it drift at the compound when it doesn't have a turbo?
I don't know, maybe how did I drift the FRS when it didn't have the turbo?
I think you ought to get the tune first, because it just seems really slow.
Well, we'll see. It will still be able to kick out. I was able to drift it without the tune on the FRS. So there you have it. The BRZ is back to stock after replacing the pole harness, taking the turbo off, doing the timing chain cover, replacing the clutch.
And it only took 4 months. Was it 4 months or 3?
I don't know.
Whatever it was, it took too long.
But either way, drop a comment down below. Tell my dad that we just need to drift this thing. It's been too long since he has. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave that comment. Drift Dad needs to drift. Live up to his name.
I'm the dad of a drifter. I thought that's what Drift Dad meant.
No. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.